We are set for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in the heart of Texas at sold-out NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Buddy up. 53 is the mark. Ricky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the first play of the game. 48 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Down to the 25. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Play action. Now Jackson. That one into the hands of Thielen. Complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. Then the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Lock in. 52 is the mark, boy. 52. Too low. Cut.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D Ford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line. Check 49. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 25 on 2nd down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Texans push further out in front.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Here we go.
Hey, Wahoo!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. 53, Mike, 53. You must be getting tired. 53 to Mike.
Now Jackson on first down. That's Stills bringing it in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, 30 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play. For a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to throw. Gordon. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Operating from the gun, Gordon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson, the quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nick Boyle there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Going to take a shot for Gallup, and that is incomplete. Down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's hot Clinton Dix with a pick. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Throw left side on target to Thielen. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Going to throw again. Open man is Kirk, complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Go, Jack, get it.
To throw again, Gordon. And his throw is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Get him, boy.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Letting you know right now, you better bring squeeze. Flare. Check 99. Check 99. Bang.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Gordon. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4th.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 75 yards. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 23.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, Gordon. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd and short. The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now a handoff looking right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now they try the right side here. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. Jackson now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
You don't want it. Ready, go! 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Let's get the ball.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
The tackle there by John Johnson. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ty Long now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? It got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A huge play that time for the Colts. 42 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gordon. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Back to throw. Gordon, he's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always